Welcome to all of the entrepreneurs. Well done on your journey of completing the IBM sponsored Business in a Box program that has been delivered by Yidi. I'm going to switch my video on just for a little bit, and I will then hand over to Ziad Suleiman, who is the COO of IBM, to address all of the graduates as well as some of our stakeholders that have joined us today. So these entrepreneurs have been on an amazing journey. Some of you will be watching this session live. Others will be watching the recording at a later stage. The intention of this session is to create as many access to market linkages for these amazing aspiring technology entrepreneurs, plugging them into your supply chains, working with them, collaborating with them on projects that you may need to deliver, listening to some of their pitches and identifying opportunities of possibly introducing them to your networks. We have an amazing ecosystem that surrounds entrepreneurs, that surrounds large corporates, and we don't often get the opportunity to hear firsthand from entrepreneurs on what they're busy with, what are their products doing, and we have amazing technology businesses in the country. We have amazing support programs like the support being received from IBM for some of these entrepreneurs. And I'm really looking forward to you hearing firsthand from these technology businesses who they are and what they do and how they could add value to your supply chain. But before we meet some of the entrepreneurs and I hand over to our program manager, I'm going to hand over to Ziad. Ziad, thank you so much for joining us and being part of this program with us. Please do take us through your address as well.
Fantastic. So good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And it's really a privilege from IBM's side to continue to be part of such a program. You know, as an IBMer, we really believe in the youth. We really believe in SMMEs. We believe in the upscale opportunity for this country, right? And ultimately, it's premised on people doing good, and it's premised on people trying new innovative things. So from my perspective, you know, it is certainly a beneficial program. It is a program that we believe will yield good results. But ultimately, you have simply been through the start of a journey. And now the real work comes in terms of how do you actually scale? How do you make sure that your products or services gel within the market? How do you ultimately make sure that there's a need or you create a need? You know, access to market is fine, access to funding is fine. These are all common terms, but really how much of will do you have and how much desire do you have to win in the market? And ultimately, as you win, IBM will win, and so will South Africa win. And I think what we require nowadays is really true leadership, people that are innovative, people that are not scared, people that are prepared to take risks, people that are prepared to think big, and people that ultimately are prepared to say, I'm prepared to go through the difficult times together with the good times. And really, that's what entrepreneurship is about. So from an IBM perspective, you know, we're extremely fortunate to be part of this program together with you. We're looking forward to a good journey going forward. We really believe that the opportunity now in South Africa is ripe for SMMEs and for people to come in with new innovative ideas, right? Beyond IBM, I sit on a number of important stakeholder forums, like, for example, Public-Private Growth Initiative, which is a presidential commission, where we're actually designing systems to get SMMEs to participate with larger corporates and then the public sector in order to do better in South Africa. And there's a direct drive to give SMMEs opportunities and get those SMMEs involved in the bigger place. And that, I'm not just giving you a story, it is a fact. That's exactly what we are working on as a number of C-level execs. Now, you might ask, why am I sharing this with you? It's because I want to give you the zest to drive hard and to win in the market. I want you to take this opportunity that you've been given together with your skills and together with your products and services and go and find those niche opportunities in the market with IBM and beyond, right? And ultimately make sure that as you think through the progress and as you work through the progress of your businesses, you're always looking to do good. So lift other people up, do better in your organization and with other people, and look at scale. And that's what digital transformation is about. It's about scale. It's about making sure that you're able to take what you have and optimize it using technology such that even when you're relaxing or taking a back seat, your technology or your products or services continue to work in the background. So that's important. And then beyond that, we're also looking at linkages, yeah, geographically, right? And we're looking beyond the shores of South Africa of how to create a continent that becomes one, a platform that becomes one, that's ultimately premised on scale. So I think that the opportunity is ripe. I think that the advent of COVID-19 has created a lot more awareness of digital transformation. I think a lot more companies have realized that they have to be agile and they have to allow for these new types of innovation and new types of technologies to come in and add value within their businesses. Otherwise, they will be left behind. So with those few words, I want to thank you for your participation. I want to thank you for being part of the IBM journey. And certainly from my side, my team will tell you that I will be keeping a close eye on the outcome of all of your initiatives because I really want to see success. I'm a winner and I have no doubt that you are a winner, right? But ultimately, winning is only out there in the field. So we can speak as much as we want, but delivery and performance is what yields results and what we will get judged by. So I thank you and I wish you well and looking forward to a lot of success and prosperity. Jayshree, I'll hand back to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ziad. And as always, thank you so much for your commitment towards the growth and success of technology businesses in South Africa, and especially the aspiring technology entrepreneurs, because they need inspiration from leaders like yourself and support from organizations like IBM. So we really do appreciate the support provided to these individuals. I'm going to now hand over to the program manager for the Business in a Box technology program, Sunil McLeod, and he will be introducing each of the entrepreneurs and tell you a little bit more about the IBM Business in a Box program before we kick off into the pitching sessions from the entrepreneurs. Each of these entrepreneurs will have about 3 to 5 minutes to present their businesses to you, and I'm really looking forward to you understanding and experiencing their journeys as well. Sunil, over to you.
Thank you, Jayshree, and thanks everyone for attending this IBM Business in a Box prestigious event, the graduation and the pitch at the same time. I'd like to just let you all know that these entrepreneurs are not just born with natural skills, but they've been also inculcated with the behavioral skills as well as the business skills that they've acquired over the past few months. There was a need for them to be disciplined and develop the sense of responsibility, which was part of entrepreneurship. And every business has met their objectives in this regard. We've also seen that these entrepreneurs were able to determine the objectives and work of their business and work individually. And we've seen sort of as they've grown over the past few months in terms of their business goals and meeting some of their trends. And businesses that we've worked with, especially in this space, the tech space, has been very keen to be participative in all the activities that we've done, from mentorship, gap analysis, as well as one-on-one consultations on their particular business and innovative challenges. So I'm going to start with the first set of businesses and maybe just describe them in a nutshell, who they are and what they're going to represent. Funga Tech is one of our first businesses by Tabiso Lombo. They provide a wearable panic button which does not rely on the connectivity of the victim's cell phone to work. Using some of the technologies embedded in their solution, they're able to send alerts to emergency contacts and armed response services. So they will also pitch what they do further in our presentation. Okay, we have Smarty. which provides technology solutions in IoT services, and they provide IoT hardware, software, and platform solutions to track and provide the necessary expertise to certain markets in various industries. Navashni Rampasad is the entrepreneur that has grown that company. Dala IT, Dala, which means to create in Xhosa, is a multi-language platform that uses tech solutions to create and formalize employment opportunities. And Mika Suklal will be shaping the understanding of how her technology will penetrate the market. We also have other stakeholders, BPK Intellectual Infrastructure, and I'll also formally introduce what their offering are, as well as Air Student, which is an online pilot and travel system earmarked for students across the country. And Hunter Bentley is the entrepreneur that would demonstrate his capabilities a bit later into the session. We have Green Kid Enterprise, which is a managed print services business, very comprehensive in delivering reliable and proactive services with customized solutions around print and print technology. So Green Kid is a venture started by Moses Kakane. And what I've also find interesting is that most of these startups, they have been approaching the problem in very unique ways and solving these problems at the same time with outcomes that have allowed them to be very expansive in their entrepreneurial journey. ENNX is a streaming device and they are very new in the market. Their idea will focus on South African based content spearheaded by Oscar Mabula. Okay. Digimo is a technology consultancy agency focusing on feasibility, business analysis, and technical design, headed by Molodi Machadeng. We also have GlobalTwist. GlobalTwist is an online on-demand learning platform that provides on-demand learning support. And Tumeka Mbata will also illustrate how GlobalTwist adds value to the market. SF Consortium is an all-in-one technology umbrella. They provide tech support, hosted PBX, hosting services, and also hardware reselling. SF Consortium is managed by Success Ngobeni and Sapari Mapanga. Okay. Untam Financial Solutions, they offer financial advice and mentoring services, as well as a Stockfell tracking system. This app is very, very innovative, and I'm very keen on explaining further what they do. Sebasiso Ngomani is the entrepreneur for this initiative. Okay. We have My Car Guide, which is an online marketplace that hosts automotive service providers to provide convenience and easy access to their consumers. Innocent Matlatla will be explaining and demonstrating his pitch. Mahumu Waste Management is a very new offering. They provide waste cleaning and disinfecting services through tech offerings. And they will be also demonstrating how their software and customized services has met the unique needs of their business customers. Okay, so we have Tabiso Masisi representing Mahumo Waste Management. Billionaire Creative, they are a digital agency that uses very specialized and customized packages for social media, data analysis, and consumer behavior of trends to grow businesses. Rakhari Sebotsa will be also showcasing her business to us. Then, not last, but worth mentioning is Sounds Divine Studios, a broadcast media business that is headed by Temba Matsali. And yeah, that will be all of us for now. I'm going to start with the first cohort member, which is Tabiso Lombo, who will take us through her pitch for 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Sunil. So Tabitha, you can start your share as soon as you're ready, and I'll start my timer as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to confirm if everyone can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay, so just stop moving. Sorry about that. Cool. Right. So in a recent study done by the University of Cape Town, more women than men use public transport and more women travel to work. And lastly, more women travel 2% travel 2% more than men. On the contrary, South Africa is one of the highest femicide rates with a global average of 4.8 times higher than the global average. Looking at such statistics, it is very clear to see that women are prone to danger during their time of travel to and from work or doing their traveling to do domestic responsibilities. Faced with such statistics, I then decided to create an innovative solution, which is a panic button that requires no connectivity to your cell phone in order to send a location link to armed response services. Once a user acquires this panic button, they have the ability to create their own profile, which consists of a picture and biographic information of themselves, which becomes very vital in missing persons cases. Now you might be asking yourself, what is so unique about this panic button? Because South Africa has a plethora of them. I want to tell you that in the status quo in South Africa, we have a lot of apps. And looking at the first thing that a perpetrator will confiscate is your cell phone. So how useful are your panic apps on your cell phone when you don't have access to your cell phone? The next best thing which comes to light is I'm not sure who's that. The next best thing then is rechargeable panic devices, which also require religious charging from time to time. Now, I beg to ask the question, if you forget to charge your device on a particular day, what happens when you actually need it and need it on that day? Hence why the Funga panic button requires no connectivity to your cell phone and requires no religious charging, allowing the user to access safety on demand anywhere. And I think this is very important given the context of South Africa, because when you get to a police station, on average, it takes 3 hours to report a crime. And sometimes you were told at the police station that there aren't enough vehicles to go and assist in a particular situation. Therefore, we are democratizing safety, allowing our users to have safety anytime and anywhere. Now, looking at our business model, we aim to have a business to user model where we aim to partner with corporate organizations to provide this as part of employee benefits, where the organization is to pay 105 Rand per month per employee based on a 24-month contract. Now, I want to show you a bit about our traction and partners to date. We have raised 680,000 in grant funding, prize money, and my personal savings. And we're looking to raise about 500,000 in the next 18 months. Speaking more about our partners and traction, we have been part of numerous accelerator programs and showcased at various conferences around the country and the world at large. When I speak about my team, I am the founder, Kabi Solombo, and I am an accounting graduate at the University of Cape Town. Zuko Mantlagaze is our product development advisor who boasts having a plethora of information in product development. And our head engineer is Conrad Gostrau, who plays a pivotal role in the product development of our device. Now, our current ask here today is to find a corporate partnership in order for us to try and get into our initial market, because we believe that providing this for your employees has an ability to increase employee productivity, because they are going to have less anxiety when they are traveling to and from work, knowing that there's a higher risk of them encountering danger. I leave you with saying it takes a village to raise a child, but I also think South Africa needs to take a stand in trying to combat gender-based violence, and corporate organizations equally have a role to play in trying to combat gender-based violence. And I believe this can happen through corporate partnerships and innovative technology such as provided by Funga. Thank you.
Thank you, Kabiso. We will now look at Navashni Rampasad from Smarty. Navashni, over to you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have two major passions in my life. One is my first business called Young Engineers, where I teach children science and engineering. And the second passion is to develop technology and IoT products for the development of people, as well as the South African economy. Coming from a corporate environment and working for a large cable manufacturer in South Africa, I found that many companies were struggling to deal with the theft of goods that they experienced during the transportation of their products. Companies also lacked the ability to manage their assets, as well as to have access to real-time information, which did not allow them to make quick, decisive decisions. Our solution was actually to create an IoT system that would be able to give them real-time notifications for the management of their assets as well as location. And this will provide them with the opportunity to save money, time, and have information at their fingertips. The Smarty Track product was an IoT solution that used a cloud-based platform to be able to provide companies with location updates at 10-minute intervals. We use the 6Fox network, which means that our IoT devices did not require any GSM SIM cards or required any charging. We also use the AWS services to be able to create the platform. A few months ago, my company and I had a discussion with a large beverage manufacturer in South Africa, and they were currently using these steel straps on their trucks to seal off their trucks as they transported their goods from the production plants to their stores. And they were experiencing a large amount of theft. And they asked us if we could make their straps smarter. And this is where Smarty Security Seal came into being. We were able to create an IoT product for them that would be able to give them the location of when the strap was cut, including a time and a date stamp. We see the benefits of this product not only being used for the logistics sector, but we also see opportunities to use it in the mining sector to manage plants, as well as the transportation of coal, for theft and tamper in electrical infrastructure. We're also talking to a customer regarding their battery management at base stations, as well as data center management. We also believe this product has huge benefits for the COVID-19 vaccine rollout in South Africa. A quick demo of how the product actually works. We actually attached the Smarty Security Seal to a truck and we simulated a cut. And this is basically using a side cutter, and we cut the steel strap, and then our platform actually reads the information, starting off with a green pin to indicate that the lock was locked indeed, and then moved to a red lock showing that there was a cut detected. And then the platform gave us the time and date of when the cut took place. So what is our competitive advantage? We are using cutting-edge technology using the the SquidNet, our partnership with SquidNet to actually provide Sigfox connectivity. Our products require little to no installation. We are partnering with major brands such as Vodacom to provide an end-to-end solution to our customers. And we believe we are agnostic in nature. We have been in discussions with a large retailer in South Africa to look at managing their company assets within their stores as well as their DCs. And we actually implemented a BLE solution that will be cost effective due to the volumes that they required. We believe we project in 3 years a revenue of 35 million Rand. Our team currently consists of myself as the CEO, Ajveer as the CTO, and we have a network of partners that assist us with developing and manufacturing our IoT devices, providing skills for robotics process automation, as well as artificial intelligence. So we do hope to chat to all of you in the future regarding our solutions. Thank you.
Thank you, Navashni. That was very insightful. Okay, we're going to go over to the next cohort member, Success Ngobeni. So Success or Separi, if you are able to just indicate if you are here. I think Separi.
Yes.
Here we go. Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
I hope everyone. Good. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you. So SF Consortium is an all-in-one technology umbrella. I think the name speaks for itself. So what we're planning to do here, what we aim to do, everyone has moved away from the traditional technology, started building apps and all that. And that's where we saw a gap, that we still need companies and startups that will take care of the technical side of things. So what we do, we provide technical support to schools, private schools, corporate companies and all that. We do websites, we do hosted PBX, we do hardware resale and software resale. So that's still very critical in the day-to-day running of businesses around the world. So that's where we are and what we do. Super short.
Success. Do you want to present anything, like a pitch deck that you have?
No, I don't have a pitch deck with me right here, Spuddy. I don't know if you have anything there. I'm actually not able to say.
Hi, Sunil. So what we have is different to what everybody's pitching. So I think we had the business plan and financials. So it will not speak to the audience and the content that is being discussed.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Mika Suglal from Dala IT. Get it done, Dala, get it done. Mika, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. Cool. Let's begin. So I'd like to introduce you to Lloyd Ngwenya. He is an informal trader with over 20 years of plumbing and electrical experience. He currently uses WhatsApp to advertise his services and sometimes plants handwritten signs outside of Builder's Warehouse to attract potential customers. So this is not the most optimal and efficient method of conducting business. And Lloyd experiences the struggle firsthand when he checks his earnings from the few jobs he manages to procure on a weekly basis. Now, having spoken to numerous individuals like Lloyd, business is sporadic at best. And while most consumers feel for these individuals, the general consensus is that many consumers find it unsafe to procure services from those who seek employment on the streets. Dala, which means to create in Xhosa, will assist individuals like Lloyd to list his services, using technology solutions to optimize their efforts and using GeoAware to match them up with the most appropriate jobs. Like many existing platforms, Dala aims to link people through technology. The difference between Dala and other platforms is that we are targeting the informal sector with the aim of uplifting and upskilling these traders into micro entrepreneurs. Our competitive advantage lies in the smart technology solutions, which actually works to our advantage given the vast and unexplored needs of the informal sector. So, unlike some of our potential competitors, we are focusing on the livelihoods of our traders in conjunction to the needs of our users. And sorry, in conjunction to the needs of our users. Our user experience will target both target markets and with an emphasis on efficiency, convenience, and cost, without compromising on the delivery of the service. There are currently approximately 11 million unemployed South Africans, and this figure excludes the unemployed youth. So the gap between those who are entering working age versus those who are currently employed is widening, showing us that the market actually isn't creating sufficient jobs to absorb these excess job seekers. Dala allows informal traders, artisans, and businesses to list their services on our on-demand platform, and where customers will be able to search, select, and confirm jobs in 3 simple clicks. With 40% of South Africans opting to continue working from home, we see demand from both ends of the spectrum. You shouldn't have to be late for your Zoom meeting because your geyser burst. You shouldn't have to miss that important Liverpool Man United game because you didn't have time to install your DSTV. What we do is simply take a 15% commission to create space for an efficient ecosystem of job creation, business growth, and serious social and economic impact. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mika, and thanks for getting it done. Okay, we're going to move on to Oscar Mabuala from ENNX. Over to you, Oscar.
Thank you, everyone. Let me just share my screen. Hope everyone is doing okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, Oscar, we can see it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so NX, not ENX, as Sunil calls it. Let me just make can't believe I can't even know slideshow. Okay, so NX is a streaming service platform offering users multimedia and entertainment content. The content is offered from movies, documentaries, and television shows, cartoons, and much more content from the film production in South Africa. So the mission statement of NX is to make it easier for South Africans to access content that is produced from the film industry and to encourage youth to participate and interact with the South African local content, uplifting South African film industry and providing a large platform to showcase the creative works and the film industry. So the price plans for this service would be to have a subscription service and as well as a pay-per-view options. And this is to solely to make users have the opportunity to have a flexible user experience in this service, wherein a lot of people go to work, come back, and they're tired to even watch TV, so they end up paying for a service that they're not even using. So having the pay-per-view option would give users the flexibility to only pay for what they watch. So the target for this service were students from universities, as they have unlimited internet connection and devices And for many students, balancing school and extracurricular activities can be difficult. So to relieve stress, students resort to streaming films and TV series on the internet. And another target market was for young professionals who have access to devices and can access internet with ease. So all the target markets that we had identified is a market that is already enthusiastic with South African content and technology and new innovation, as well as being equipped with the right resources to participate in the market of streaming multimedia content. So the competitors for our service would be Netflix, DSTV, and Showmax. However, our strategy is that what is unique about NX is that users can view content playing in cinemas that is not available yet on other streaming platforms. For instance, if in South Africa there's a movie that comes up, it will only be available in cinemas for quite a long time, probably 3 to 4 months before it can be viewed on television, or it can be viewed on DSTV, or it can be available on Netflix. So with NX, it will be available, but it will only be available for pay-per-view users who are able to pay for that content and view it for a stipulated amount of days. So the value for users on our strategy is that South African content being made available to users also boosts community building and more economic growth and social development. So our marketing plan was to have the two subscriptions, where subscription would range from 69 Rand to 79 Rand to 100 Rand. And for the pay-per-view would range from based on how much the content is. So our financial plan was that we estimated the development cost to around 793,000 to develop the app that will be compatible for smart televisions, smartphones, as well as a web-based application. And the after launch support would roughly cost us about 88,000 based on the excuse me, the quotation that we made from the development sites in South Africa. Now the projections for this were made from predicting about 5,000 users who will be paying 70 Rand per month would give an estimation of 44,140,000, comparing that amount to 5,000 users paying 100 Rand premium subscription would give us about 6 million Rand. So with a total estimation of 35,000 subscribers for a period of 24 months, we would have made about 42 million Rand with the projection that we made. So these are the visuals of the prototype that we made for NX, just to give the glimpse of what it looks like and how it would function for people. Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar. We on to Tumeka Mbata from Global Twist. Over to you, Tumeka.
Thank you, Sunil. Okay, so in 2019, I went home to visit my parents as per the norm. And while I was there, my youngest sibling is currently doing grade 8. At the time she was doing grade 6, was busy with her homework. And while she was busy with her homework, she got stuck with some of the questions. And she called me to come and assist her. And as I got there to assist her, I realized that, oh my gosh, I do not know how to help a person in grade 6 with technology homework. But it got me thinking that how many parents in South Africa experience the exact same problem that I experienced with my youngest sibling. And these statistics here just show from parents that 72% of parents say that conflict between them and their children is due to homework. 70% of learners say that the stress that they experience is primarily due to homework. And the graph on the side just shows that only 7% of the South African population between the ages of 25 and 64 have gone to university. And even within that 7%, not all of us are jack of all trades, meaning that we cannot assist our children and our learners with all the subjects that they need assistance with. And this results in a lot of frustration and stress when it comes to homework. And this can even lead to despondence and some children feeling like, education and school is not for them. And these are just some of the comments that I've seen on Facebook with parents complaining about homework. And especially this comment here that spoke to me a lot was this parent who said that homework time is affecting or putting a strain on her relationship with her daughter. And this is where Global Twist comes in. So we provide a solution to this problem. We exist to remove the frustrations around homework time for the parent and the learner. So as I said, we are an online on-demand learning platform, and we provide academic assistance to learners between grade 4 and 7 as and when it is required. And we offer a pay-as-you-go facility so that learners and parents can pay for whatever it is that they use instead of paying for a whole hour if maybe a learner only needs 15 minutes worth of assistance. And the graphs that appear there just show how we compact the whole route between a learner requesting a tutor and a learner actually finding one. So if we compare with the traditional tutoring companies, it normally takes around 2 days to a week for a parent, from the time that a parent requests a tutor to the time that they actually get someone to assist their parents. But on our website, we compact all of that, and learners and parents can get assistance in a matter of about 5 minutes. So we have two pricing models. We've got a subscription model and we've got a pay-as-you-go option, so parents can choose whichever one is suitable for them. And our target market is basically parents and caregivers of learners between the grades of 4 to grade 12. And these are some of our competitors, the traditional tutoring companies such as MasterMaths, Star School, and those are in-person tutoring companies, and also your online tutoring companies such as Dialer Tutor. But again, the difference is that we provide the service on demand as and when it is required. On the slide is our team, with me in the middle as the founder and design lead. And then we have Vincent and Sizwe, who are our marketing and HR development and admin leads. So these are just some pictures of the platform that we've designed. These are taken while we were doing the testings of the platform. So we've got an integrated payment method on the website where learners can load funds onto their account. You can then go on the platform, book a tutor, select the subjects, the syllabus, the grade, etc. Then this is just a demonstration that my friend and I, one of our team members, did. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Oh, sorry. And then this is basically the current challenges. So current challenges with marketing. And we'd also like to get our website 0 rated so that learners can use it without depleting their data. And we're also looking now to develop a mobile app so that our platform is accessible to more learners who only have mobile devices. Thank you.
Thank you, Tumeka. We're going over to Innocent Matlatla from MyCog Guide. Innocent? Thank you.
Thank you, Sunil. Okay. Hi, Sunil, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Innocent. You may continue. Your screen is starting to share, so it should come up in the next couple of seconds.
Okay.
Okay, it seems there's a problem with your screen share, Innocent. It's not coming up. Sunil, do you have Innocent's presentation? You can share it.
Yeah, sure.
So just ask Sunil to progress to the next slides, Innocent.
Okay.
Is this you sharing, Sunil, or Innocent, are you sharing?
Are you sharing, Innocent?
You can share, Sunil.
I can see the presentation, so I'm asking, Innocent, are you sharing, or was it Sunil?
It's Innocent because I'm not sharing his screen.
Okay.
So Innocent, you might.
Oh, I stopped. I thought maybe you started sharing. Oh,
You may
share again.
proceed, Innocent. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Innocent, we can see your slides. You may proceed.
Okay. I don't know what's happening now. Slow.
So Innocent, I think in the interest of time, it seems like your presentation is not allowing you to move to the next slide or slideshow. Sunil, can you get Innocent's presentation up? We're going to move on to the next presenter. Innocent, we'll come back to you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right, so we will call on you as the next presenter. So if you can, Sunil, if you can just introduce the next entrepreneur and we'll come back to Innocent.
Thank you, Jayshree. Rakhadi Sebotsa from Billionaires Creative will also take us through her presentation. Over to you, Rakhadi.
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, Rakhadi, we can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. Can you see my slides?
We'll tell you as soon as it comes up.
Okay. Is it up?
Not yet. It's up now, Rakhadi. You can proceed.
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. Okay, let me just start by introducing ourselves. We are Billionaire Creatives. So why the word Billionaire Creatives was we wanted to actually create billions out of our creatives and at the same time create billions for our clients. So obviously right now we are living in a world of digital. So we are more basically on a digital scale. So who we are at the end of the day, we are data-driven PR digital company that is helping brands to engage with their audiences on social media. So we are also protecting brand identity. So because of digital is very big right now compared to our traditional PR. Our traditional PR at this moment is actually having like limited metrics, and working with us, actually, you are actually able to track our performances, which actually give us a lead of what is happening in the internet. So because the internet actually doesn't sleep at this moment, you may close your business around about 5 o'clock p.m. It doesn't mean that the business is closed on the internet. The business still goes on. Social media is operating 24/7 of our lives. So which gives us like a really opportunity. So you have to take that opportunity into your considerations, because audiences on social media wants to engage with clients at real time, real solutions. At any time they want to share content, whether it's 8 o'clock at night, they truly want to do that. So at the same time, what we have noticed is that clients also want to know what's happening on their social media. So our analytics actually helps them to actually know if the content that they are saving is actually shareable and clients are actually able to connect with it. It's that they like it or they share the content with it. So why would you actually want to work with us? So compared to our competitors, which mostly are marketing and advertising agencies, so who are some of them? They just give us like graphics, and then you have to do everything for yourself. So for Billionaire Creatives, we are actually content designers. We actually do content for you, correct size, correct format for every platform that you want to work on. We actually give you copywriting, and we actually upload content on the social media on behalf of our clients. So it can be on a monthly, it can be on a daily. So we actually advise you on how this thing's gonna work for you. You can do your brand launch, you can do your online events. We're successful where we work with influencers and bloggers. At the same time, you're actually able to track what is happening on your social media platforms. So we'll be able to get you all the metrics that you need. So for us, it's not just about the creative, it's more than just a creative at the end of the day. And as we know, like now we live in a world of trends, and now we have seen the trends of video coming into space, where video now is taking a marketing space, and we are also able to provide you with video content. So our dashboards actually will be able to tell us what's happening on your social media. We'll be able to see how many followers you have on your social media platforms. We're actually able to see what type of content people are actually liking, retweeting at the same time. So because we want to give you more than just what we see on a dashboard, we are able to give you metrics which are more higher, are valuable into your marketing strategy. We are able to see on all your social media platforms if you are gaining or losing people. If that means that if you're losing, that means you're also losing business, because of we don't sleep 24/7 of our lives. People want to be on social media, and we are able to see how many impressions are you being served on your social media platforms, on which side are you growing also on the social media, whether it's on Twitter, Facebook, and during that time you are with us, what's been happening also on the social media platforms. So we are actually able to give you all that information at the end of the day. So this data will actually help you to see where you are as a brand with your audiences. So who are these people that are actually making all this thing had to happen? So it's myself, the founder of Billionaire Creatives. It's Rakhadi, 5 years in the industry and still going for more. And we have Sakwadi also, who is in my marketing department. How do we actually make money from Billionaire Creatives? Firstly, we have a consultation fee where we listen to clients, we listen to what the clients need. So the benefits that makes us always to be in business is the fact that we work on our client's budget. We don't charge you, that means you charge yourself. So you'll tell us how much you actually have in your account, then we'll definitely advise you on which strategy are you going to work best. So that means for us, we never miss on a sale. So every month it's about sales, making sales, so that also you also make sales at the end of the day. That's why it's Billionaire Creative at the end of the day. So for us to actually stay sustainable in this business, firstly, we need 10 clients. So guys, anyone who wants to be part of their clients, please do not hesitate to call us. We'll definitely give you the details after this. So we definitely need 10 clients. We definitely do need marketing, but you don't have to worry much about the marketing side of things. As long as we have our clients based on, we are good to go, and we are able to make sales each and every month. We're able to grow our company. So these are our contact details. Screen grab them, write them down, whatever, and then call us any time of the day. We are here for you. Thank you very much.
Wow, thanks, Rakhadi. Very impressive. Okay. Innocent, are you ready for us?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, over to you.
You can start the screen share, Sunil. You're going to be sharing Innocent's presentation.
Okay. Innocent, you may comment.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Innocent Matlala, founder of My Car Guide, a platform for buying and selling car parts and accessories. Today, I'm going to show you how it's going to save you money, time, and makes your lives easy. Next slide. So we exist to help small business owners and consumers to reduce their expenses and save time by connecting them directly to manufacturers and wholesalers through our mobile app and website. Next slide. These are the benefits of using our product. Consumers get different codes in just a few seconds with options for delivery or collection. Service providers get to increase their brand awareness and customer base nationally. Next slide. Our product will save you the trouble of hopping from one shop to another by hosting different stores in one place. You save about 30 to 60% when you buy directly from wholesalers and manufacturers. Next slide. Next slide. We add a 15% markup on every product that listed on the marketplace to generate a revenue. And we also have a reward system to lock in our loyal customers and new customers. Next slide. And obviously we have competition, the likes of takealot.com, BidOrBuy, PriceCheck. Next slide. But the e-commerce and automotive markets are growing rapidly, with the automotive industry reaching a total revenue of $6.6 billion globally in 2017, and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth of 5.5% until 2023. There's a huge potential for us to grow in this market. Next slide. And here's the team behind South Africa's most convenient automotive digital marketplace. We have Eti Moelazi, our accountant, and we have Robin Malinga, our attorney, and we have App Techniques, the guys behind the app development. We have gained a bit of traction over the past few months with getting more app downloads and signing on partners, and social media customer base has also increased. Next slide. One of our highlights was getting published by two digital marketing agencies, namely VentureBand and Get Funded Africa. And that has given us more exposure, attracting a few investors who are showing interest in our business. We are looking for, okay, yeah, the slides are done. We are looking for about 300,000 to go fast, scale the team, further develop the product, and a big marketing push that will bring us to our first 100,000 users and 100 service providers in our first year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Innocent.
Thank you so much, Sunil. So I think that brings us to the end of the pitches from the entrepreneurs that we're prepared to pitch today. However, as mentioned earlier, not all entrepreneurs that have graduated on the program was able to pitch today due to other commitments that they may have, or not being able to present for any technical reasons. However, we have created some slides for these entrepreneurs. Sunil took you through them a bit earlier. I'm going to now share their information so that you have sight of who they are. And as I present them, Sunil will tell you a little bit more about their businesses in a little more detail than he did this morning. So Sunil, over to you to share the information of the entrepreneurs that we're not able to pitch at this afternoon session.
Sure. So we have Anta Bentle and Shangasi from A students. They have a network of students traveling between home and university at the start and end of each term. And this network leverages on the student numbers to get affordable travel prices and other benefits directed at their students. Group booking principles along with strategic partnerships allow a student to offer priced services. And their aim is to provide students traveling between home and university more affordable and convenient travel packages through their student groupings. A student can be contacted also on the website astudent.co.za. And we want to also congratulate Mr. Bentle and Sean Gassi and his team for fully participating on the program. Thank you. We also have Melody. Melody is from a company called, sorry, I just want to get his details. Melody.
Digimo.
Digimo. They are a technology consultancy working on systems implementation and business analysis, as I pointed out, working or ideally pitching at projects within private and public sector. Now they achieve seamless digital solutions with tangible outcomes through their consulting practice. Digimo is available at digimo.co.za. Okay. Next up, we have Moses Kakani. Moses is from Green Kid Enterprises, and Green Kid Enterprises is very much print management services in various industries, and they've been working very hard at providing green economy solutions to their market. Green Kids greenkidsa.co.za is where you could find more details on Moses Kakani. Okay, then we have Fitkizeli Gachaba, okay, and he's from Fig Digital Agency. They are a digital marketing agency company involved in graphic design services, web development, logo, marketing, digital marketing services, as well as app design, web hosting, data analytics, and SEO. Physically, Lava is available on his cell, and his details are on the slide. Okay. We then got Kabiso Masisi. Kabiso is an entrepreneur in the waste management space. They provide cleaning and disinfectant services, but more importantly, they have a portal that collects data for managing and monitoring waste for customized services with their clients. Mahomo waste can be obtained at their website, mahowaste.co.za. Okay. Untum is a financial services company or financial services tech company, as we would call it sometimes. They address issues of finance troubling women in rural areas. And their Seco Tech application, as they call it, is specifically targeted at helping women and stokvels to track, manage, and invest their money. The app is coupled with a blog that provides useful information such as legal registration of entities and so forth. So Untum can be reached at untum.co.za. Sounds Divine Studio is a broadcasting studio and media business that would obviously produce and broadcast African related stories and content distribution through their distributed networks. Temba Mtsali is the entrepreneur from that organization.
Thank you so much, Sunil. Thank you for taking us through those entrepreneurship profiles, especially those entrepreneurs that have not had the opportunity to present today. For those of you that have joined us as part of our ecosystem, for those of you that are viewing the recording at a later stage, please do reach out to us should you want to engage with any of the IBM Business in a Box graduates for cohort 2. I would like to take this opportunity to open up to our cohort 2 now to ask if there is any feedback you would like to provide to your fellow entrepreneurs or to the ecosystem on your experience of the program. So anyone that would like to share their experience, feel free to unmute or raise your hands. And I'm sure individuals that have joined us would love to hear how you experience the program and what have you taken away and what are you looking forward to. And I know our entrepreneurs are not shy up. Oh, Jermaine's got his hand up, but Jermaine, you were not part of this cohort, but love to hear from you, Jermaine. Please feel free to come on. You can unmute and give us your feedback.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see everybody still going ahead. Hi, Jayshree and guys. I wasn't a part of this cohort, but myself and Harmony were part of the first one. So just from a feedback perspective, it's helping and getting into this kind of environment where everybody is together for a single goal. And I think Jayshree and the YIDI team brings that together well.
Thank you so much for that feedback, Jermaine. So Jermaine was part of the cohort 1 for the IBM Tech Scale program together with Harmony. Sabelo is actually an alumni of the IBM Business in a Box program, and I see he is on the line. I'm not sure if he's in front of his computer or if he's just dialed in, but Sabelo, if you're on the line, I'd love to hear how you're progressing since graduating from this program early last year already. Are you on the line, Sabelo? Okay, I think Sabelo has dialed in, but is not in front of his computer. So Navashni, I'd love to hear from you.
Good afternoon, everyone. And firstly, I would like to say thank you to the YIDI team, Jayshree and Sunil, for putting together this amazing program. I've learned so much more about my business in more detail. And I think it was a great platform to be able to do that and to share ideas with everyone else in the cohort this year. So thank you for that amazing opportunity.
Thank you for that feedback, Navashni. I'm sure Sunil appreciates it, as do I. And I do also want to hear from Sunil in a little bit, but let's hear from Oscar. Oscar, over to you.
Hi, thanks, Jayshree. From my side, when I joined the program, I think up to so far, what I've experienced and what I've gained is not even close to what I was anticipating. And it's all thanks to Sunil and you, Jayshree, all the amount of energy that you've put in. I think when you enter in this program, when I entered in this program, or anyone who entered in this program would have realized that the program actually helped in refining their business ideas or their innovative ideas to make them even more better than what they were initially before they started the program, which is something that I've experienced as well. So, and I'm really grateful for that.
Well, that's exactly the intention. So if you came on the program and you left learning nothing, I would have been very, very worried. I'm very glad that you have learned some key business skills that you can take forward and implement into your business. You know, the one thing we do strive for as an organization and with the support of our clients is we are always there for our entrepreneurs. I mean, Jermaine and Harmony graduated, I think, almost 2 years ago. They are still very much part of the YIDI ecosystem. We continuously engaging with them. I communicate with them at least on a monthly basis, if not a weekly basis. So when you are part of this journey with all of us, it's a long-term journey. Just because you graduated from this program does not mean the relationship and the journey with us ends. We will just continue working with you and trying to create opportunities for you. So I see Kabiso has his hand up as well. So let's hear from, sorry, her hand up. Let's hear from you, Kabiso, and then we'll move on. Kabiso, I see you can unmute if you like. I see your hand is up. Sometimes it takes longer than others to connect to audio, so we'll just give it a few more seconds. But in the meantime, we can hear from anyone else that has any feedback. I see, Guy, you are still on the line with us, all the way from Cape Town. It's lovely to do these online sessions, Guy. Then we can have amazing individuals like you joining us in these sessions. So Guy, if you're still on the line and in front of your computer, I'd love to hear from you and tell us what you think about some of our aspiring entrepreneurs.
Yeah, Jayshree, I think some of the presentations were amazing. I've connected with some of the presenters on LinkedIn. Just 2 words of encouragement for them. The one is, until you've got a paying customer, you haven't got a valuable business. Okay, I always say, if you tell me that your revenue is 0, you're just giving me the value of your business. I know that's pretty harsh, especially with people who are coming up with sort of esoteric businesses. The second thing is, right from the early stage of your business, have a look at your governance and make sure that you've got whether it's a governance board or an advisory board, make sure that you've got one balance. So look at the skills and attributes of your current board and what are you missing in order to take your business forward. But well done to IBM. I think this is a great initiative, and yeah, when are we rolling it out in Cape Town? Thanks, Jayshree.
Thanks, Guy. As soon as you find me a corporate sponsor in Cape Town, we will have, I mean, remember, these programs are open to entrepreneurs in any province. And we do have some entrepreneurs that are Cape Town based on the program. And now that we're doing everything online, it's open to any province. So the next time we do a call for entry, Guy, I'll make sure to send it through to you so you can send it out to your network as well. Thanks for sharing it on your WhatsApp groups. I mean, I've had quite a few requests from some of the individuals asking about rolling this out into the rest of Africa as well. So great feedback. Rukhadi, I see your hand was up. You're welcome to share.
Yeah, I just want to thank the YIDI team. Everybody's been amazing, honestly. We have learned a lot. So I think this has actually helped my business very much compared to when I started my business, where I had no revenues and anything else. And I'm actually happy that we came to a point where I understood what was missing in my business, and now I'm actually up and running again. So yeah, really, it was amazing to be part of this journey. Thank you.
Thank Thank you so much, Rukari, for that feedback. So I see we haven't got any more hands up, but I do want to call out on one more ecosystem player that I see is on the line. Atul, lovely to see you on the line. I don't know if you're in front of your computer. I don't know if you're still Durban-based, but I'd love to hear some of your thoughts on the graduation
Yes.
and the entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Jayashree, and it's absolutely a great pleasure to see and your cohort doing so well. As we sit here, I'm with my 8 or 9 interns who've just joined us in April. And I said to them that with my eyes closed, I can guarantee you that Jayashree and her team is going to present to you a fantastic show. And we hosted a startup weekend just last week, and many of them pitched literally for the first time. On 11th of June, we will host our next startup weekend, which will be for youth. And I think maybe let's chat offline to see how we can get more KZN-based participants into this program now. But congrats to you and congrats to the team for doing a fantastic job, Jayashree. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Atul. And, you know, to respect everyone else on the line, thank you so much for joining us, some of the other ecosystem players, some of our other corporate sponsors. Thank you, Mankodi. I see you on the line. I know Mankodi is doing a study on technology businesses as part of her research study. I've already introduced some of you to her. So feel free, Mankodi, to reach out to me if there's any other businesses that you've seen here that you may want to reach out to. But I see we have Walter on the line. And Walter, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you are able to unmute, I'd love for you to also have the final say before we close off the session today. Are you on the line with us, Walter?
I am on the line, Jayashree. Am I audible?
You are, and you must have known I will put you on the spot. So please do forgive me, but I think it's so important, the message you have for these entrepreneurs and graduates today.
Well, I suppose the first place to start at is really just congratulating everybody on completing the program. I know it must have been, challenging at times, considering the fact that you need to build a business, you need to run your business, and in between all of that, you still need to make sure that you try to make time to be part of the program, participate, and you could have only made the time because you knew that there is some value to get out of it. And I'm really pleased with the feedback as well, that a lot of the entrepreneurs definitely benefited from the program itself, and that's why we do these things. At the stage that you are, this is a really perhaps one of the most difficult stages. Really building a business from the ground up. So often, in some of my discussions, we say that getting your first set of customers is really just a validation of your market, a validation of your idea, but keeping some of those customers, is a validation of your business model. So just identify where you are in terms of, are you still currently trying to validate your market? Are you still trying to validate your idea? And try to make sure that the customers that you keep are those that are helping you build a sustainable business model, right? So those are the two things that I'd like you to think about. And maybe something else to perhaps look forward to is that over the next weeks, what I'm going to do on my end is that I'm going to set up, internally, we have what we call a selection committee for entrepreneurs. So I want a lot of my colleagues in IBM to hear about these ideas, about these businesses. Right now, I think it's myself and Ziad was here earlier, and I think he dropped off at some point. So we have a proper selection committee that then, once you guys have presented your businesses, your value propositions, and what you really need from an organization like IBM, we then do our internal assessments, and we continue with the engagement right up until a point where those that are fortunate enough to receive the required ask can receive it. And it doesn't end there as well. So Jayashree and I will continue engaging. At the end of the program doesn't mean it's the end of the engagement. So I am looking forward to learning more about about your businesses. I heard a lot. I heard since the first presenter. I told Jayashree that earlier I was in the car. I had to travel from somewhere, but I was listening quite keenly, and I do have some questions. I'm just sad that we didn't have a Q&A, because I have some questions for you guys, the first presenter, you wanted, I think 500K to go into the business. So it would have been great to know how you're going to channel that money. I know you talked about a couple of partners, but I didn't quite see them. There was another presenter, Smarty. I wanted to hear more about some of the traction you've made in a business. So I really have some questions, and I'll make sure that we engage to unpack some of the areas that I want to hear more about. So in IBM, my responsibilities is really to make sure that entrepreneurs like yourselves receive the required support from the likes of IBM to take advantage of market opportunities. And the engagement doesn't end. You can ask Sabelo, you can ask Jermaine, you can ask Harmony. We try our level best to make sure that you take advantage of not only market opportunities, but also the IBM opportunity, if I can put it that way. So I can see that a lot of you have built some sort of platforms, and I want to hear more about platforms. We are continuously looking for good platform plays that really have a chance in the market to really make a dent, to really provide a different offering to us as users. So a lot of platform businesses that I saw here, which I'm really pleased about. And I can only wish you the best right now in your endeavors. And please do not hesitate to reach out. But in the meantime, please do wait for communication around the next selection committee. That will then be like a platform for you to present to IBM to say, look, we are looking for funding need. We are looking for funding. And we have these types of needs. This is our business model. This is our value proposition. This is how we're going to gain traction in the market. So that's sort of the type of, you'll get all the guidance that you require for that. So really looking forward to that, and all the very best to everyone. And once again, congratulations to you and to Jayshree and team as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Walter. And this was a celebratory event for the graduation and pitching session. So we purposefully didn't open up for Q&A at this stage, but definitely at the selection committee and those internal engagements, we will interrogate these businesses in much more detail, as we always do at these selection committees. So with that said, Sabelo is back online with us. He had to just step away for a little bit. And Sabelo actually is a graduate from the first cohort. And Sabelo, I'd love to hear from you, and then we'll officially close today's session.
Super. Thank you so much, Jayshree, and everybody who's on the call. Congratulations. Very hearty congratulations to all the entrepreneurs. Just incredibly impressive work. Walter said it all really. It's really not lip service. I can tangibly say that a lot of the stuff is in my position. I experienced it. I've gotten so much support from IBM, literally to the tune of a few million rand. It's incredible, just the support that comes from a program like this. And I'm glad that you're taking it as seriously as you are during a pandemic. The sort of resilience that you have to come across and build your product and sell it. In fact, that's why I had to disappear. I had to get on a call with a client, so customers first. But wow, I mean, just incredibly impressive group. Congratulations to you, Jayshree, for selecting such a wonderful group of people. And good luck, Walter. I'm sure you'll have a challenge selecting who proceeds to the next level. Very, very, very well done all around. Thank you so much, folks.
Thank you so much, Sabelo. And Fiso, thank you for joining us as well. I see you on the line. So entrepreneurs, we've had some great ecosystem players come online and go offline during the session. Ziad was here for the better part of the presentations this morning, but the recording will be shared with Walter and Ziad, and they will distribute it with other team members that may have missed the session, and we will share it on our social media platforms as well. If there are no other comments or feedback from anyone, just pause for a few seconds to see if there are any hands that go up. I don't see any. So thank you so much and congratulations. Your certificates will be sent to you electronically And if any of you need hard copies, you're welcome to request that and we will have them delivered to you as well. So congratulations on completing this journey. When the development journey ends, the journey continues with IBM and continues with Yidi in the form of being part of our network and us providing as much support to you as possible. So have a lovely and wonderful afternoon further. And I look forward to working with all of you on your journeys. Thank you to the alumni and our network partners that have joined. I really appreciate you making the time to celebrate this wonderful cohort. I just want to end by thanking Sunil for the amazing job that he has done in program managing this program with the technology entrepreneurs. It's not always an easy task. So Sunil, thank you for being so passionate about helping and growing these entrepreneurs, for dealing with me and my calls at all hours of the day, and just for taking your role so seriously in helping to grow these businesses. So take care,
pleasure.
everyone. And yeah, Sunil,
I'm
final
just
words.
saying thank you to everyone, and thank you for playing your roles as participants in this cohort.
Thank you, Sunil. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the evening, and we will chat soon. And I will keep in touch with you about the selection committee that Walter mentioned earlier as well. Thank you, Walter.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Jayshree. Have a great rest of the day.
Okay, thank you. Sunil, you may end the session.
Thank you. Bye.
I thank you.